Do do do. Do 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 do. Whew. YouTube's always the most complicated link to get. Alright. So I am actually live on YouTube today, so write anything. What a train wreck that was! I'm glad we made it out of the trail alive! Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine a crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah! The Mason and Mr. Hat will make an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be there all week. That's about enough of him. Hello. Ah, Miss Keola. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. You think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations! God, way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. So, it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala don't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. Here there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. What if this explains the apron? I can't imagine Walkie coming along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Talk family's been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. Walkie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. Can I ask you a question about Walkie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my OP. Something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye! So I gotta go in. Get another doctor to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Walkie's always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. It's even scarier when he tries to hide it. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Walkie's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right! Leave it to me! Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright, I believe in you. Let's see, do I have to examine Charlie again? They've had it for years, apparently. That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer, after all. Right, sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens. She's saying something to the plant as she waters it. Mr. Charlie forgives you this time. Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness? True Sea Blue. I don't think you can trademark the color blue. Standing out with everything when you're up on stage. But you didn't know you've got your own color too, Polly. Crimson Justice. You make me sound like some second-rate superhero. This is better than a first-rate Super Zero. It does seem to be putting them to good use. You have to take everything off. Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon. Thanks, but I'll pass. There are all sorts of things. I'll do a trick or two. You asked for it.
Hey, Mr. Rice's, was it? Waka waka.
Justice, Mr. Hat. Apollo Justice.
Just is? Apollo is just what? That's what I want to know.
Oh, you're hopeless. Please make it stop. Just let me know if you ever want to visit from Mr. Hat. It was a birthday present from Daddy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I don't know. She really wants for her next birthday a bowl of plastic food. Had mine made to match. Alright, I'm just trying to get through all these things. I don't think there's really any clues here. A giant hoop. Apollo, don't you know you should never ask a magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly ever better than Mr. Stickler. Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as that panty snatcher. Enjoy the mystery. That's the way to appreciate magic. I thought that package was going to be something, but I guess not. Kitaki. How about what? WAA. Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think? No comment. So we picked the slippers up. I told you yesterday. I wonder if that's old bag. I guess I need to go back to the detention center. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect's off proof questioning, sir. The other? Ah, I mean the panty snatcher. Wesley Stickler, so they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious. I'll give him that. Please keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night, I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity. Nothing more. You wanted the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me. Eh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs on the balance. Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Play what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Hardly differs from the testimony. Bennett was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He's pointing a pistol or something like that at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two. Let's resolve this like gentlemen." This is all true, really. My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all. I wish it weren't so. I guess we can go to Eldune's house. Hey, it's Mr. Eldune. Oh, Mr. Eldune. Huh. What's wrong? So you found my stand? That's why I'm here to thank you. Ah, but now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. Oh, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even if Daphne's after my neck, I tell you, bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death. You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell ya. It's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Mommy never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations, has served up the very best noodles us Eldunes could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell ya. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldune. Single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. Aye, I was a go-getter back in my day. Till my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand there in my fortune. Mr. Eldune, I don't mean to pry. What exactly did you do before you became a chef? Let old noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left with nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that. Mr. Eldune, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? I couldn't help but sense the enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. I hate it. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury to it that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. They started giving the Kitaki family a deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. Stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he would used to say. The doctor just decided to do that? Oh, no doubt. It's illegal, but it's got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in soupy noodles. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Aldoon, should say Dr. Aldoon? Figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon until the year before last. So Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. People who like them, why, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them! Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I call him. So you weren't exactly friends? Ha! Me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's faces. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. And he'd do it better than me, just blow right past me. Without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. That no good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's rambling. No, it's fine. By way of an apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating the Maractus, aren't you? Yes. Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. Right. Thanks, Mr. Aldoon. Well, we got to check out the clinic, that's for sure. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Oh, he has called a stepladder. Come on. It's much more complex. Oh, and the kitty cat up there. It's still there. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down. His hair won't hurt you. I'm just making sure I'm not missing any. Oh. Eek! Aldoon's house in Maractus. Maybe I can go and speak to my client now? It doesn't put Walkie in a good position. One moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Seeing if I could use these on, This one go to Hickfield Clinic, and nobody's there. Wonder if I can talk to my client yet. Oh, maybe. Having to meet with my client. Walkie. Finally. Alright, here we go. Yo, sup, my little imposter? What did you call me? Dazam, it's you. Sorry, G. Thought you were a leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a Clink Fang. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl, right? If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Cause she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do for you? Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Oh, did your father not tell you? Hey, you go get a leader for me. So I hear you're to be right next one. Straight up, with board the nuptial. 40 out on the stoop. Alita, oh snap, oh cakes. She's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? Asked Tialia, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, she wouldn't tell you. I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? I feel like there's things worth protecting out there. You think you could tell us about what happened with you and Pal? That's something you should know. Wikitaki is having what you might call a feud with the Revalius family. So about 6 months back, you go to Revalius to start packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart. My homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know that? You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. Can't just let the boss's son die, you know. The bullet that hit you, it was never removed? And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. Revalius paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. Life in the family is a G-Fang. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not up on my G-Fangs. I'm not even sure what a G-Fang is. My old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast than die young. For shizzle! Wait till I run the yard, and everyone will know that time is. That's right, OG time all the time. Represent! Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. Guess it was me. I was there after all. Yeah, Walkie, do you think you can tell us exactly what happened? Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Day of the checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own medicine. You were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that, yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. We run into him in the park and he's dragging the noodle stand. If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am. That's saying something. But I was serious. But the way I see it, if there weren't anyone else that night, hey, it's Plum. Yipes, she's back. Hey, you two over here. Us? Yo, little Plum, what's up? Think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. Heard you retrieved my bloomers? Well, I was just... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes. Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. Enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie, well? Clearly. Yes, ma'am. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. Life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What don't make... Look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on best terms, did they? Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You look too happy about that, little Plum. How'd you guess? Even I can tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know? Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness. You get a nose for it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangsters only version of female intuition. true. One of our pistols is missing. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion. Boss may act tough, but the boy means the world to him. Well, Walkie, well, seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic. Ha 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 ha. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Objection. Lock it away deep in your heart. I think that's all I have in here right now. Ah, a little... I think that's everything here now. But why are those girls screaming? Wait, the motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't hot forehead. Prosecutor Gavin? Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them. They love it. Oh, he's so cute! Ha ha ha. They're so excited, it doesn't matter who waves to them. And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. My motorcycle won't start. I think I was using the wrong wheel. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Aha, in any event, I'm off to the bike shop. I mean the one in the lab coat. Here he goes! Oh, nothing to do about that. Now back to the park and talk to Emma Sky, huh? He's under a lot of stress. Hey, you there. If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly. This is miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. He walks the shiny chain, catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. Hey, Robo! But, you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. Well, you spot that too. My heart's full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test here before the forensics team arrives. Oh, not too bad. I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? Prosecutors should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simorous, you know. No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but... Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself. Do you mind me asking what exactly it is you're doing? Squatting out on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. What is it? I see roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it. Like your panty snatching student? Right. Want to try this stuff out? Hope I show your friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. First we have to pick the footprint on... You actually had to blow in the microphone on the DS version of this. A lot of these were touchscreen minigames. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Oh man, I can't afford these best viewers from Team Streamboo. I wish I could. Or with the leaf. What's this weird shape here? Let me see how to use fingerprint dust. Hmm. So that's gonna be a match. I think that's gonna be a match. Yep. That kind of confirms his testimony. Yes. Flippers? Well, look at the bottom, see? Covered with paint except for... Came off when the slipper stepped in paint. Wait, something's written on the Maractus Clinic. Someone from the clinic was involved. Can you get us into a Maractus Clinic? I should be able to do something for you, yes. Seems like I should return the favor. Here comes justice! Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, if I can get up. I'm getting like caught in my mic cord. Also, in case anyone's wondering, shirt I have on is one my wife got me. It says criminal babysitter. Relates to my job, so. Whew. Actually, I'm gonna close this door to see if my heat will stay in a little bit more. It's a cold day. Wow. Alrighty, let's see. Get this show on the road, as they say. Ah, you two again. Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today. Let me sure if I was you, look at what we have. Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? I gotta let you in. Have fun. Maractus Clinic. It's somewhere new. Huh. I'm sure of it. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Single pair is missing. Right, the paint's from... Prowl Maractus was 10 years younger than him. Look at these bowls. And I think we figured something out. I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Bump. A break-in? Wait, Apollo. That's panties. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Hey, the ball's broken. My finger, ack. Wait, magic blood? He gotcha. Is that all we had on that? Cord. Yeah, we're trying to write their name and slip. That's all I have on this. Someone's already been here. 7-9. It would leave a friend. So I got 7, 9, 2, and 5. I guess I didn't clear these off, but no. Seven, 9. Seven, 9, 5, 2. It opened. Walkie-talkie. Carrot says who? Nurse Elidia Tiala. That's one Edia too many, Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. The wall was covered with beakers. Eek! Hey, look yourself. Wow, they're all fish? This pot of planet's seen better days. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, the window they broke out. I wonder where Mr. O'Doon is. Apparently, real Japanese lawyers, they do get badges like that, and they do, in fact, have the scales of justice on them. I wonder where Eldoon is. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Heard you did well in the trial today. Tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I need to know. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. Of the death of a certain magnificent genius. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 at the time. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. I said you forged evidence. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Looks like he doesn't want... Only thing I can think of is going to Aldoon's house, but he's not here. Anywhere. I know that face. Hey, how did you know? Next, she'll have us analyzing face print. Said Santa was... Hey, it's Zozoken! I'm almost up to my favorite case in this game, actually. This is so much easier to do on the touchscreen. Hey, it worked. They look like a big toe. I don't know if you could use the mouse to make this look like a touchscreen. Yeah, this is the Apollo Justice trilogy. I've never played Spirit of Justice. I've played all these other ones, and I didn't feel like playing Phoenix Wright just yet. So I decided to start with old Apollo. Just because it does continue the Phoenix Wright storyline, but it's like 7 years after the third Phoenix Wright game. Check didn't give us a list of Topran. There is? What? This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Bingo, gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found... You already know. Can't say not yet. Well... Maybe he's back at his noodle stand now. I'm running out of places to go. Phoenix is gone too. I think she's about the only person I have left to talk to, like... Oh, wait, I can go back to the detention center, maybe. Huh. Yep. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back, and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Man, my old man, man. Now I'm on a funk, and it's his fault. One can only assume. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Hey, man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience. You feel me, Shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I've learned one thing today. It's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body. I spend my life trying to keep it real. Being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft. Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. Day I get out of the clink, that's the day Lydia and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Keep checking to see if he's back at the noodle stand, but he's not. I'm really not too sure. Oh, I know. Maybe I do have to go back to the... Maybe I missed something. That's right, I do have something to show to him now. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? That's right, Walkie. Sure. Hey, look! I don't smoke or nothing. I live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Signed to Lydia Tiala. You met Miss Tialia when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so... Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances? Fine, I'll tell you how we met. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little tough war. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me. Hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic? That's where I met her, my fallen angel. Mina Lydia Tiala. She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. He was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangsta style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like on the download. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal. You know it. An oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done. And we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? Didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup? Nah, my old man suddenly gets the idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting older, I mean. Alright, I think now I can finally go to the noodle stand place again. No? I don't know. I have to be missing something. Oh, let's see. I do have something for him, maybe. Let's see. Man, that's so far off the hook. It's off the changey. Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tialia? Yeah, a birthday present. She got mad little feet mad. So cute, man. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. Does she talk about anything else now? No. He's getting on guard, though. He's about to kill us. Good thing I had guards there watching him. Mr. Aldin, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like an expert advice. Sniffle. Mr. Aldin, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. O'Doon. Hey, can you tell me what this chart means? A medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. On suspicion of murder. On trial. That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella is not doing so well. He's got a bolt right up on the side of his heart. That's right. Yeah, this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, but the only reason I can think of, it's too tricky to operate on. Bullet stung as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, a scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. You mean, it took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, the heart pumping and the lungs working, the bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. Walkie's operations. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. Kid shouldn't be on trial. Should be on the operating table. Great. Just great. How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. In emergent operations, he got the kid's chest open on the table. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? But the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in a situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages. He drops cold. How awful. And which doctor could they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are little kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. O'Doon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So, Walkie? He's real lucky to be alive even now, Trucy doll. No! There's one problem. Apollo. This chart. Look at the nurse section. Lydia Tiala. That's right, this operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. She knew her patient was in danger. What was she thinking? Apollo. Time for the trowel. I do like there's an autoplay thing in case I mess up a lot. I do sort of like that. I do like they added that in, like. This is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. What time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Hey, ya. Get any sleep? Mr. Wright. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Some of this place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Do you know who Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? Haha, that's Sherman Tank of a mom. Nope, guess again. That's too bad, you know. Speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. A, do you know the... Lydia Tiala, your client's fiancé. That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. Oh, see? She's gonna pull me a killer out of her magic panties. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up. This is a sold-out house. Very well, to recap. While yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, Judge. Today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the weapon. The preparation for the act. One poor defendant told all, you see. To this, his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancé, Hard Judge. His partner for life with no chance for parole. Your name and occupation, Fraulein? Lydia Tiala. My occupation is future wife. Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets. Blindfolded, underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution. To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty, another admirable trait. Fräulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Walkie Kitaki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes. Witness, please give her testimony to the court. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back, when Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus lied. I'll teach him, he said. Took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it. Professor Yards on charge of the possession of illegal firearm. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them called rifle marking. Being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires, Fräulein. When did you first hear about Walkie's plan? I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Let's see here. It was the day of the family health checkup. Walkie found out Maractus had lied. I'll teach him, he said. You already know what happened that night. How can you say that for certain? How? You will refrain from badgering the Fräulein. It was the defendant, Walkie was it, who took the pistol. There was clearly another. What's this? I think it's her. Well, of course, I mean, you, Miss Tialia. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. You intend to tell us that the lady stole the pistol? And killed a man in cold blood? I've heard of people doing things for love, but this? I'm all for romance. You're the witness and the victim. Walkie's chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. To the names written on the chart. Miss Tiala, whatever? Why's your name on this chart? Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. I was on a staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that? And I don't now. Now? Quit half a year ago, didn't I? Can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. It's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love past flaws. There's no connection now doesn't fly in a court of law. You remain connected somehow. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah! Well, who knows? Sure, there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Furlon, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation has now cost you. Thought you were on my side. The toes leave toe prints. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow. You went there on the day of the murder. Very well. I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year, since I quit in January. I went to warn him, after all. I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Well, mistake, you mean? Mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation? He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know. Does make sense. There's still one thing which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? Sandals left in the lobby, of course. I would have wanted those sandals home, too. He pointed out the contradiction before me. There happened to be a similar pair of sandals. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. There's after another. Defense may cross-examine. I'm just gonna press everything. See what sticks. I did go to the clinic that day. I wanted to warn him after all. Did you want to run away? Well, after I failed to stop Walkie. Walk out in person. No one was in. After 9 p.m. that night, remember? Knowing the doctor. You mean the act of malpractice on Walkie? True, that operation started the whole affair. He probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to. So I knew I had to warn him. Well, let's see here. Probably wanted to get this chart because she didn't want Walkie to know. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad, Her Doctor. This is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed his chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. A doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. Too bad, little attorney. Uh-oh, that means she's hiding something. My bracelet's reacting again. Just like yesterday, like you said. So you know how Phoenix had Amalgatama in the later games? This one here, Apollo has the power of perception. He can perceive when they're in a lie. I can't see it, but you can sense it. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. Again, this is actually something that's easier to see on the DS version. Look at her ring down there. That's what it has to be. Let's watch this again from her hand the whole time. There we see it. She's twitching her ring there.
Gotcha.
But you know why you would go now, don't you? Miss Tiala, you have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, use your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure, I saw it. Chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. 6 months to do something about it. I mean, something happened quite recently. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. Talkies are trying to get out of the business. A health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself. 'Cause you were afraid. You knew what Waki's checks x-ray would reveal. Irk. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When a chart came back to haunt you. Ick! What? just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? I sensed that there was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to Maractus Clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. The Kataki's got a hold of this chart with her name. She's finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait. Miss Tiala, it's true that chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. That's all. I told him about Walkie and went home. You hid the truth from us. That's clear yet. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Nothing happened. I warned him and left. What about this bullet we found? You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen. In the office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained the rifling marks to us? Pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. The marks on this bullet matched a murder weapon, and that proves the firearm was discharged in that office. Not bad, her forehead. Bailiff, have his bullet analyzed immediately. Identical. Uh-oh. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. Bullet in that safe proves one fact. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. Safe which contained the top secret chart. Order it open to safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alidia Tiala. Accusing a witness? Lady Tiala knew about Walkie Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as the bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and the bullet finally reached its destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently the Katakis have been asserting they're making quite a great deal of money, a fortune if you will. You keep talking trash about my Alidia, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh, me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die. So I left him to die. Cool down. You keep your hands off my Alidia, Rao. Tee. Miss Tiala, I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Walkie, Wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby. Signature on the chart. The engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita! Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fräulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after? That's right, I wanted the money. No way, that's whack! I ain't trying to hear that! Should have done the wedding earlier, oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse? Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but... What are you talking about? Trucy, you had the most to lose. But I didn't have a pistol now, did I? Well, you could have taken Walkie's. Think he'd have that mentioned that too? All I've heard him say is, it was me, I shot him. It's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude. But the two of you are forgetting one crucial point. What point? Certainly the Fräulein wanted that chart. Seems she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... Wouldn't she have taken the chart? It's clear at this court that you're not a very good fiancé. Oh, I'm flattered. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Don't forget, we proved that you were at the Maractus Clinic. Yes, I went to the clinic to speak to the doctor. But I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Maractus was shot in the temple or not. No easy feat. Ah, that was you. A break-in. So you were the burglar. That was you too, if only I had one more minute. What? That's trespassing and brazen. Can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. So we're about the end of this trial, I believe. Yeah, but what? Doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? But the victim was the North. Did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north. Mr. Stickler shot from this location. Silly, silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast? You remember, Trucy? Always have a glass of milk for breakfast. Matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. Panties guy was mistaken. Let's recap. To the north. And where was the shooter standing? Ha 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 ha. If you can, that is. Can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? Ah. Such frightening things, don't you think? Oh man, this is an all or nothing one, ain't it? Oh, it's only a double penalty, like so. Are you sure, Apollo? What do you mean? This time we were prepared. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shot it just as he told us in his testimony. The victim turned to look in this direction. The shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, towards the noodle stand. The killer was inside the noodle stand? I mean, the victim came to the park. I'd like to notice if you're... There's something we should worry about before that. Let's deal with our problems one at a time. So it's the footprint we found with the sandals here. Slippers. I think. They have that leaf print on them. Found in a trash can near the crime scene. Single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Ack! Oh, and Miss Tiawa. Your toe print was found in the left slipper. Irk. In other words, this is proof you were inside the noodle stand. Eek! Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Observe the diagram. Wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Why not? That's just dumb. One more thing. I think I might be onto something. I think it's the noodle bowl. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. At night, there was space inside the noodle stand. Right around the time you were there, Miss Alita Tawa. Stoop! I won't listen to any more of these fantasies. Show me an innocent, and I'll show you the fairy tale. Motive and opportunity to kill. This is it. At night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. No intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason he thought the Katakis had sent me. I think I'm going to press this last statement because we know for a fact that we found the bullwhip from the gun, but there's also something else we have that we found inside the lamp there, it looks like. So maybe it's not. How do you perceive? Let me go and look at her ring finger again. She like tug on her scarf or something?
Gotcha!
Right there, she's tugging on her scarf, it looks like. All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. All I did was talk to him, you claim. You can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say this word. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Between you and the victim. What? What's that? There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Atala. So try to determine what happened in that park. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. It's insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing. I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No! 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 I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Lydia Tiala? Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get the chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. But wait! Looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. Irk. Man, she's losing all her feathers. A gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. So you can save your own skin? What? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. If they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company, you. He jumped me and knocked me to the floor. Serious, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. Was your lipstick? I didn't want to remember that night, so I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim then I snuck into a noodle stand? She didn't sneak in. Pretty certain Pal Maractus put her body in there to frame Guy Eldoon. I'm sorry, I got sent over. Yeah, there you were also a victim. Sympathizing with her. I mean, is that it? I don't think so. Not so fast, this party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? The spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? Pal Maractus choked Lydia Tiala. She fell unconscious. What happened next? He's right, there's more we don't know. Should have been out for a while. As you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin? Me? For long, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's get back over what we've learned. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report. So, he took a pistol from family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. Sounds like you figured it all out. But, what about Dr. Maractus? Perhaps he fought to death. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park. Where's the noodle stand? This next move, Dr. Maractus still got Aldune's noodle stand. What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? A stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. Panic, he thought he'd killed you. That's crazy talk. Logically, the doctor had a place supposed to be in mind. Walkie. Park is dead end. Why would he head in that direction? Tell me, why would someone go to that dead end? Unless the park was his destination. The river. There, that's a river? Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. Perfect place to dispose of a body. I believe this clears up all the remaining. And inside the stand, you, Miss Aledia. And then, the announcement. Wesley Stickler, a panty snatching fame, walks up. Seeing too many shouts. Dumb part is he left the gun in there. You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. Had to be you. Nice work. Mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. Get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Paul has backed up everything he said with facts. Who knows? But there's one gaping hole. I think Mr. Gavin knows where I speak. Must I always be the one to point out fair forehead's errors? I believe Fraulein speaks of her doctor's car. That's right, the Maractus Clinic has that big garage. And our defense bought a case. I have an idea. Too bad you're wrong. Yeah, don't tell me. I night the car that hit Mr. Wright. That green sports car. He drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. It's easy. No. No! I know why. Order, order, order. everything I've learned. I have an idea. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Huh? Now you're making even less sense. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. But one and one together and the explanation is simple. Panties again? All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest string of similar thefts. Do-do-do-do-do. That night, Snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in a Maractus clinic. What? The Snatcher hid the panties thing there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating. And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. They're all the same. Clogged exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting. While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, the car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It's the next closest thing he could think of. This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where? Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. Pain, my throat's burning. What's your problem? You duck, I know what you did. Ah. Walkie? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. You're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you two! So they were gonna spoil what she was doing all along. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. How did you manage to disappear from the stand? I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. Which is when I made my escape. Didn't bother taking my slippers off. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Yeah, I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. I believe we reached a conclusion of sorts. How's Miss Lydia doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. He lost, but I didn't know exactly when either. Something the matter, her Arrowhead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty for Walkie Kataki. You did it. Yeah, we did it somehow. Hey, Attorney Man. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Aledia, Holmes. Or to blame, I guess. You give my Aledia back. Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish. Enough, Walkie. High time you open your eyes, Walkie. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up life trying to become some kind of businessman? Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. Wouldn't that be a happy ending? Huh? I do? Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked to your mother a little plum yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean... You aren't really, are you? I searched the globe, and I found one. Doctor, he can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. Please understand, Walkie. Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you're looking out for... Walkie, listen, good old man, one day, I'm gonna take you out, then we'll see who the OG. Try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My Walkie. No, says it should be. I like them more about the puppy dog guys. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional one when I see one. Good job. Who, me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky Lime Pie. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? We make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. So coming up is going to be my favorite case in this game. I think it's also the longest case, even longer than the final case. Oh, it's special, alright? Please, anything but him? And... So I'm going to actually stop here for the night. But coming up, as I said, I'm going to try to find a day that I have the whole day to actually finish the case. Because this one coming up is my favorite case of Apollo Justice. Actually, the last two cases are actually really good. So, appreciate y'all coming on out tonight, and I catch everybody next time.